All right,
Send this,
and we're on, bro. See
did I send you this article?
which
Found
one?
the one from the Miami Herald about the Iranian election meddling.
Nah, I don't think that's the one you sent me.
Um, well, Iran, dude.
Everybody talks about Russia. What do you mean?
It's
What
Iran,
happened?
man. They're meddling.
Iran.
Uh, I mean, I think it's. I don't know. Look at this. Let's read the headlines from this story.
All right,
Like,
all
I
right. Let's
think
see.
I don't know who's doing this Proud Boy shit, but I know for a fact it's not Iran. Put it that way.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know if it was like they were doing that shit and then this is just like the Republicans covering for them
yeah.
because they know all the who hubbubaloo about that,
Well,
or if it's,
well, it says here. I
a,
mean, the
a
deceptive
full plot.
campaign use of internet domain associated with far right Proud Boys. So, I mean, it was just like what, a chain of these threatening emails that were going out to random people.
Yeah, check out this article. It says U.S. government Wednesday night concluded that Iran and Russia have taken specific actions to influence public opinion in the 2020 presidential election, suggesting Iran may be behind the threatening emails to Florida voters this week claiming to be affiliated with the Proud Boys. We have confirmed that some voter registration information has been obtained by Iran and separately by Russia. They hope to cause confusion, sow chaos, and undermine your confidence in American democracy. They've been sending spoofed emails to registered voters and have distributed videos that imply individuals can cast fraudulent ballots, including while abroad, Ratcliffe said. The emails were designed to incite social unrest and hurt President Trump, he said.
So
Uh,
this is from the sycophant, right?
yeah, the director of national intelligence is a dude
Jesus,
named
man, I can't believe that
um,
that dude's in charge of shit now.
John Ratcliffe.
Yeah, that dude's
Yeah,
such a
that's the only
fucking
reason he got
idiot.
that job was because he was willing to do whatever it takes to get Trump elected. Like I can't remember what happened at his confirmation hearing, but I remember it was crazy shit.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, no, and even at the before the I remember him from being just a dickhead in the in the congressional hearings,
yeah.
But
Florida voters in several counties received voter intimidation emails from a group claiming to be the Proud Boys. Experts in disinformation said typos and false claims about public voting information in the messages hinted at a deceptive voter intimidation campaign.
mm-hmm.
Florida was among 4 states targeted, including Arizona, Pennsylvania, and Alaska. Um,
Yeah, it says
digital
yeah, I mean,
forensic
I
specialist
mean that it's in
confirmed.
Florida. I mean, if it's some kind of election interference, I mean, I couldn't imagine that they would be doing that in favor of Trump, though, right? If it's Iranians.
Yeah, I mean, this is insane. They said emails came from a server in Estonia.
Um,
Um,
I mean,
not
like,
sure where the
not.
sender was.
I mean, not for nothing, but like the Iranians are probably a lot more reasonable than we are in this situation. So,
Yeah, there's no
if
way they
if
would be
that's the
doing
case, I
this.
don't think they want Trump back because they don't want war, or they don't want,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
So
Like,
what?
they might want Biden.
So yeah, so I mean, are they?
Well, I mean, I guess that's what they're
So,
claiming. They're
right.
claiming that the emails were sent to cause social unrest and um, have it like brush back on Trump, I guess, basically
Um,
is what they're trying to say.
is that? I
Which makes no
mean,
sense. Makes no
no, it
sense.
doesn't make it. It doesn't really make sense. Okay, so they're posing as Proud Boys. So what were they planning for the thing to just leak
Wait
or?
a minute. You will vote for Trump on election day or we will come after you, the email threatened. Change your party affiliation to Republican and let us know you received our message and will comply. And we will know which candidate you voted for. Like, I, I don't think that's a serious, like, I don't think, or you just think the Proud Boys think everybody's that dumb that they would believe
Or
that.
that everybody thinks the Proud Boys are that dumb.
This is tricky, man. I don't
I
know.
mean, no, I mean, okay, so it's like some kind of like voter intimidation bank shot where they're assuming that the emails are gonna leak, so then it makes Trump look more like shit, and it's not actually gonna work to intimidate the Democratic voters. They're still gonna turn out. I mean, it's a stretch. It's a pretty bad stretch to think about.
I
So
wonder. I mean, would it be the Democrats? Like, I don't think they would bother with something like this. Like, they're not taking any risks because they're just trying to get Joe over the finish line. You know, they're doing the same
right,
thing they've been doing all along: is let Trump sink himself. You know.
right,
So I don't think that the Democrats would do anything like this that could blow back on them. Right? They would just try to do, you know, sail under the radar. So this is. I mean, this is bizarre. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, would it be
yeah.
Russia? Like,
Um,
again, like I don't see how this. Like, I don't see how this helps anybody but um, Biden, right?
you think
I
it?
mean,
I mean, if that was the point, I mean, then the Iranians would be trying to help Biden, I think, as opposed to helping Trump. So that
but
makes
it's
a
such a
little more sense.
convoluted plot. Like,
Yeah,
you're gonna be. I don't think it would help Biden either, because then you might suppress the vote. Because you got to figure you're gonna get.
you're gonna
You're gonna
intimidate.
gain.
You are actually gonna
Well, you're gonna.
intimidate some people with the emails, right?
Yeah, so say you send it to 100 people and, say 10 of them are intimidated enough to stay home, and
Or well, here it
in
is.
exchange for that,
It says the Florida voters were targeted by the emails on Tuesday. Had mixed feelings about the intimidation tactics, according to the interviews. Half a dozen email recipients. Some said they were amused or confused by the emails. Some said they were fearful of someone having their address or other personal information. Yeah, this one lady says that it actually freaked her out a bit. Um, she said that she received the email with her father's address listed, making her nervous for her family's safety. And yeah, it says that she's a registered Democrat and she voted by mail already. Um,
yeah.
yeah, I mean it's bound to freak out a few people. Yeah, and
Received reports of over 80 emails, um, removes more than 180, removed 183 emails from email inboxes. I mean, it could have just been like some dumb chuds, right? And then
I'm
this whole Iran thing is them trying to cover for it.
yeah. I mean that could be a possibility too. So
I
I
mean, there's
wouldn't think
probably no
it's
connection to Iran, right? That's the other thing. Like the Iran thing is probably purely fictitious.
yeah.
Like,
I mean I don't know. It could they? I mean maybe they did. Who knows? And
why
at
would
that
Iran do
point,
this? They're making like I think what it is they used a spoof server, right? So they had it look like it was coming from a server in a foreign country, and then they
uh
somehow found like one of the steps along that server route
huh.
was in Iran. I think I saw that. Maybe it was a New York Post or the Washington Post article. I saw it in a different article about it. It said there was Estonia, Saudi Arabia, Iran, and I think one more place that the servers were in. So like,
Right.
it was sophisticated, whatever they were doing, but I still didn't see anything about connecting it to Iran. Like,
I mean, it could be any of these kinds of things. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it was some kind of election interference again. I think it's badly done, but if it was just a bunch of chuds and they're trying to cover their tracks, I mean, you're talking about Trump's Justice Department, so I'm inclined to think that they would probably do something like that too.
yeah. So then you think it was the Russians?
I mean, I'm sure they're probably doing their own thing too. I mean, because they kept talking about they had access to voter rolls before, right?
Yeah, but I don't even
So,
think they need it so much though, because like
well, I think they would
they
need the
sent
voter rolls to get the
183.
addresses, you know.
Yeah, but I'm
So,
thinking this though, like if they sent um, a bunch of them to that what U.S. that university, yeah, University of Florida,
well,
like
let's
they
play the let's
wouldn't you just put the person's name at, you know what I mean? Like those are easy to come up with, I bet.
let's play the video from Mr. Radcliffe over here. Um,
Lies. Why must you turn our stream into a den of lies?
There we go. Let's check it out,
The
though, bro.
President has instructed the intelligence and law enforcement communities to ensure that the 2020 elections are the safest and most secure in our nation's history. We take that mandate and responsibility seriously. There is nothing more sacred in our republic than the fundamental
20 seconds.
democratic principle of one person, one vote. It is our duty to ensure the sanctity of U.S. elections. That includes ensuring the security of voting systems. The intelligence community's role is to identify threats and to assess the intentions, capabilities, and actions of foreign adversaries. Our duty also includes empowering the American people to understand information, or perhaps more accurately, disinformation, that they are seeing, particularly on the internet, and make informed decisions for themselves. With that in mind, we would like to alert the public that we have identified that 2 foreign actors, Iran and Russia, have taken specific actions to influence public opinion relating to our elections. First, we have confirmed that some voter registration information has been obtained
Look
by
how
Iran
excited he is.
and separately
He's like,
by
got a
Russia.
hard on delivering this.
This data can be used by foreign
Speaking
actors
of,
to attempt to
tease our next story.
information to registered voters
About hard-ons.
that they hope will cause confusion, sow chaos, and undermine your confidence.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think part of it has to be because the confusion has to be from it being Trump's Justice Department, right? So they're not gonna go and validate Russiagate fear tactics. So if there was some kind of election interference, maybe there's too much evidence for it to go and cover it up, and they're making it look more like it's a interference.
Turn your mic down a little bit.
What? Oh, yeah.
I can't hear this guy.
So they're not gonna go and validate Russiagate.
Hold on. I'm checking our levels.
All right.
So if there was some kind of election interference, maybe there's too much evidence for it to go and cover it up, and they're making it look more like it's a interference.
All right.
All right.
No talk.
Oh, all right.
This guy's got a shitty green tie, little shit munch, bunghole. Talk while I'm talking, so I want to hear what it sounds like.
Okay, what do you mean? Do you think there's getting?
Yeah, you fucking chud face.
Whoa, what are you talking? Are you is there like some kind of interference or what?
I'm just checking our levels.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Do our levels?
Okay, what do you mean? Do you think there's getting? Yeah, you fucking chud face.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. I guess that's when we could figure out what level we ought to be. So, well,
why would he report this? What is this? Why would he report this?
Well, I think there's a part of it has to be because there's probably so much evidence that something is going on as far as the disinformation campaign. But on the other hand, you don't want to go and validate what the Russiagate, people are trying to say. So you're gonna try to make it look like it's more of an interference on behalf of Democrats, and then that the Proud Boys are victims, which is exactly the way it's playing out, right? So Proud Boys are being imitated by foreign actor Iran, and they're doing so because the Iranians want to help Joe Biden, and so I mean, he's talking about public opinion. So,
no, but like, what would be like? Okay, so say everything he says is the truth, and he's telling everything is honest. Like, what is the need to know? Like, why would you report this to the voters?
Well,
it's not like it's an ongoing threat.
No, but it also undermines that whole Russia theory that's been going around. They keep saying that they're interfering again.
I know why he would do it. I know why he would do it politically,
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, the legitimate good faith reason he would have to report that 2 weeks before the election, other than to sow chaos and gain political advantage somehow.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's not like there's a reason that the voters need to know about these emails being sent. Unless he's just trying to like he's concerned about the Proud Boys image, you know, like
Yeah, I mean, there's
he doesn't want them to be smeared.
yeah.